Okay guys, today I want to show you one of the best marinades I have found and tested and made a dinner with, okay? For your boneless and skinless chicken thighs. I plan on making a very yummy meal tomorrow, so please watch this video on how I marinate this chicken and then come back tomorrow and see what yummy meal I'm gonna make with this, okay? It's a new one, so please watch tomorrow too. So like I said, I found this marinade that I truly love, and I think it's going to be good in this dish that I'm thinking about making tomorrow. So I want to show it to you, and maybe you might want to try it in the dish I'm making tomorrow, or you might want to try it in, you know, with some other combination, okay? But I want to show you this marinade. So let's get on with it. You need a Ziploc baggie, a gallon Ziploc baggie, okay? And you need at least or about 2 pounds of chicken thighs that are boneless and skinless, okay? I was just looking on my pack here. I just got this from Walmart the other day. And I think this is about a 3 pound. I'm going to use all of them, okay? Because I feel like if we don't use it all in my dish tomorrow, we can do something else with it, okay? So my pack of chicken is it's almost 3.5 pounds, but I'm going for it, okay? I'm going to use this whole pound, or whole 3.5 pounds. I'm putting my chicken in my Ziploc bag. This is the best way to marinate, guys. Stick it in a Ziploc bag, zip it up really good, stick it in your fridge. If you're afraid of it leaking, put it down in a bowl or something, but I have not had any leakage problems, so I don't really worry about it. So anyway, you open up your chicken. Now guys, it's been a big controversy over washing your chicken. Okay, you can Google this. Do you need to wash chicken? And then I've seen people actually use soap on chicken because they think they're washing off the bacteria, the salmonella, the whatever. Guys, I have been on this planet for over 50 years, okay? None of our chicken's ever gotten washed. And if you Google it, it says if you wash chicken or even rinse it, the more you're handling it, the more you could be touching your cutting boards, your knives, your whatever with that chicken bacteria, right? You're going to spread salmonella all over the place. So the least you handle it, the better off. Okay, that's the way I was always taught when I was younger. It's never failed me. We've never gotten food poisoning. We've never gotten salmonella. So I'm doing it this way. If you wash your chicken, go for it. But if you Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's not necessary. When you're baking stuff like this, any kind of bacteria, unless this is spoiled, you don't want it to be spoiled chicken. But if the chicken is fairly fresh, the baking process is going to bake off any of that salmonella stuff, okay? So you do you, but I'm just saying it's not necessary, okay? And look it up. Look on Google. It tells you. You know, everybody started preaching about washing your chicken. I had to look it up because I'm like, we never, ever washed our chicken, okay? So, like I said, I'm going to handle it the least as possible, okay? And I am going to wash my hands after, because I have touched this a little bit, okay? But I want to get my chicken in my bag. What I like to do is just take the whole thing like that, right? Get your baggie. Like I said, I'm trying to touch it as least as possible. I'm going to touch it a little, but I'm trying to do as least as possible. There you go. Just make sure you don't, that pad that they put to soak up the juices, don't put that in there. Okay? So it's in my bag, right? I'm going to go wash my hands. I'm going to throw my thing away, right? This chicken holder, okay? Container, tray, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to wash my hands with super soapy, nice hot water, just in case there is any yucky, okay? And there is, because you don't want to be touching everything. You don't want to touch your spices. You don't want to be touching the table. You don't want to be touching anything, okay? So I'm going to go wash my hands, and I'll be right back. Guys, I'm back, hands all washed and dried. Now, I want to let you know this marinade, after it's all, you got it all put together, you ziplocked it, and you put it in the fridge, I would marinate for at least 8 to 24 hours. That's why I'm doing it tonight. And then tomorrow, we're going to have a really good meal. So like I said, please come back because I'm really excited for this one. Okay, so you got your chicken in the bag. Now you need 5 cloves of garlic, guys. I saved myself time. If you use fresh garlic, use 5 cloves. Okay? If you don't like as much garlic, this is just a marinade. So you're not, it's not the whole, it's just a marinade. Okay? So you can put as much garlic as you want. I use garlic, and we're pretty close to the end of this. You know what? I'm just going to go. Okay, I'm going to shake some in here. About 5 cloves worth. I need to get a spoon. Okay. Okay, I got my spoon. I must not have understood the assignment today because I didn't come prepared. But I got my spoon now. I got about 2 cloves worth of garlic in there. Let's see how much more I'm going to go. Try not to get it all over the table, but let's put our towel down here. I would say that's about 3, 4, 5. You know what, guys? I only have like a little tiny bit in here. I'm going to try to scoop out most of this. That way I don't have to break into my big jar of garlic. Like I said, this is just the marinade. This is going to give it great flavor, okay? So you go with what you think. I would say at least about 5. If you're going fresh cloves of garlic, I would say go about at least 5 cloves. If you're doing your garlic, I always just do a heaping tablespoon for about a clove. That might be that ratio might be off. I don't know, but it works for us. We love our garlic, so if you love your garlic, I would say do at least 5 big spoons. Okay, that's the end of that jar. I can get rid of that. I got a big jar for the next recipes I'm doing. We love our garlic, along with our onions. Okay, so I got the garlic in there. It does seem a lot, but it's gonna give it flavor, okay? Now we need a 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce. Got my measuring cup here, got some soy sauce. Now you can use low sodium soy sauce. Dad and I don't have blood pressure problems, so I just go for the regular soy sauce. But if you want to use low sodium, you can. I think in this case too, let's see. Yeah, 1/3 of a cup. I'm just making sure I've got the right, I'm hitting the right mark here. I'm going to go a tad over because I do have a little bit more chicken than 2 pounds, right? So I think in this case, say if you don't like soy sauce, I think if you like the W sauce, the Worcestershire sauce, I think you could switch it out. Or say you don't have soy sauce. If you have Worcestershire sauce, I think you could switch it out. I think it brings some good flavor too. So anyway, we're going with the soy sauce. That's how I made this marinade the first time, and I really enjoyed it, and I don't want to change. So, and I have my soy sauce. Okay, if I didn't have my soy sauce, I'd be trying Worcestershire. Okay. Okay, and 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I'm saving myself time. I got concentrated lime juice. I'm gonna go full 2 tablespoons. Whether that's the right ratio or not for fresh stuff to. Does it even say on here? This says shake well, which I do. Keep it refrigerated, which I do. It doesn't say what if a tablespoon, you know, if it's the same amount. But I'm going to go 2 big tablespoons of lime juice. I was checking my notes there to make sure I got it right. There's 1. There's 2, and since I got a little bit more, I'm gonna go 2.5. Okay. There's the lime juice. Now you need a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. I am gonna put a little bit more in a tablespoon because we do have a little bit more than 2 pounds here. So this just helps get it all lubricated and stuff. I'm using extra virgin olive oil. I would say if you don't have extra virgin olive oil, I'm going to go just another little splash more, okay? I should have put my bag in a bowl, that way it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be afraid it's going to drip out here, but see if I can get it to stand up a little bit better. There we go. I was getting a little scared that my juices was going to come out of there. What I was saying is, if you don't have extra virgin olive oil, if you just have plain olive oil or vegetable oil, I think vegetable oil would work. You just know that extra virgin olive oil has that fruitiness of the olives in it, so it's a better oil to eat. But we're just using it as a marinade, so I think you could switch it out. You need 2 teaspoons of cumin, ground cumin. 2 teaspoons. Let me find my teaspoon. And yeah, I'm going to go a little bit more because I have more than 2 pounds of chicken here. Like I said, a recipe is just a guideline. If you love cumin, put an extra teaspoon in. If you don't like cumin or you don't know, then maybe just do a light teaspoon, okay? So 2 teaspoons, I'm making sure here, yeah, 2 teaspoons of cumin. So I'm going to go, there's 2. And I'm going to go another half. Like I said, we got all that extra chicken in there. I don't think it's going to really matter. We're just going for the flavor. Now we need 1 teaspoon of paprika. I got regular paprika. I think you could use smoked paprika. Smoked paprika is going to give it a little smoky taste. But I got regular paprika, so we're going for that. I'll pop off the top here and make it easy on myself. So what was that? It's 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to go 1 teaspoon and do another half, just like I did another half teaspoon, just like I did the other stuff, just to kind of keep it in the same ratios, right? And then dry oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of dry oregano. I am going to go a full teaspoon on this one. But do a 1/2 teaspoon if you got 2 pounds of chicken or under. So I'm just going to go a whole teaspoon. Dry oregano. If you love oregano, put a little more in. Okay? Black pepper. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I think y'all know me and Dad by now. Dad loves his black pepper. So it's 1 teaspoon of black pepper, right? It's 1 teaspoon. I'm just going to wipe off some of my paprika here. Yeah, 1 teaspoon. Make sure I got my teaspoon. Yeah. 1 teaspoon. I'm going to go 2. 2 teaspoons. Because Dad loves his black pepper. And we got all this extra. I got 1.5 pounds extra, so why not? Chicken. That's it, guys. That is it. Let me double check my list to make sure I did put everything in. I'm just massaging it a little bit here, guys. Yep, I got everything in. Everything is in here. I'm making sure this thing is sealed. Okay. I'm just massaging some of this in. And what I'm going to be doing from now until tomorrow in the refrigerator, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, right? You know, before I go to bed, I might like reposition it, like flip it sideways a little bit so that some of the ingredients will soak on the other side. But here's what I'm noticing already. It doesn't seem to have as much oil in it, okay, as when I did it the first time. So I am going to put another splash or so of olive oil. The oil does help it lubricate, you know. I just noticed the first time I made it, it just seemed like it had a little bit more juicier. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, put this in the refrigerator, pop it in your refrigerator, marinate it for at least 8 hours to 24 hours, and you will thank me later, okay? You could marinate it an hour, but it's not going to soak up all those flavors, okay, guys? Now, I am going to give you a hint for tomorrow's video. I'm going to make something with this, and it's from a restaurant that a lot of people talk about that is pretty pricey, and a lot of people don't go there because of the price, okay? So I plan on making my version of that restaurant's thing with this chicken. You can guess what it might be, but it's a nationwide franchise restaurant. I don't want to give too many hints away, but a lot of people lately have been saying they're pretty pricey, and sometimes they feel like they're getting skimped out on ingredients, and it's very popular. It's pretty darn popular. I think they're losing some popularity because of the prices and feeling like they're getting skimped. You know what I mean? They feel like they're not getting their money's worth of stuff. So I'm going to make a dish with this chicken and try to replicate my version of that restaurant's dish. Okay? So guess in the comments. Guess what restaurant you think I'm talking about. Like I said, it's a nationwide place. It's becoming pricey. I've always thought it was pricey, but it's becoming even more pricier. Also, people have complained that they feel like they're not getting their money's worth. Okay. So I want to hear some guesses. What kind of meal do you think I'm going to make with this chicken? And come back tomorrow. Well, before that, I want to explain something really quick. I didn't bring out my dish, but I am going to bake this in the oven. Okay, tomorrow, I want to explain how I'm baking it, because I don't think I'm going to film that part, right? So tomorrow, when I'm ready to bake this, I'm going to get out my, I can't even talk, my ceramic dish, okay? Use ceramic because it's going to be a high temperature, okay? You want your oven on 500 degrees. So you want to use a ceramic baking dish. I've been told, and I've also looked up, that the glass baking dishes, a lot of them don't handle high temperatures well. They'll break or explode on you. So this is a high temperature one, so use a ceramic baking dish. Now I'm hoping this is all going to fit in my, because I only got a little ceramic baking dish. I got an 8x8, I think it is. But anyway, I'm going to take the chicken out. I'm going to leave the marinade behind. I'm not using the marinade anymore tomorrow, okay? I'll be taking the chicken out, putting it in my casserole dish. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of water right in the casserole dish with the chicken. It's to keep it moist, and it works, guys. Trust me. Okay? And I'm going to bake it uncovered for 30 minutes. Okay, it's going to get a little char on it. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. It's going to be so good. What you're shooting for is 165 degrees internal temperature. That way you know your chicken is cooked, okay? But after that 30 minutes, I'm going to tent it with aluminum foil and bake it another 10 minutes. Then at the end of that, I'm going to check my temperature at the very end and see if it's 165 degrees or more. I know it's cooked, okay? And then we'll make our dish with this. So I hope it's been informative, guys. I really do think that you can use this chicken. I'm calling it one of the best chicken marinades I've made at home. So I think you could use this marinade. I'm just massaging the chicken. I think you could use this marinade and do, like I said, you can just use this chicken, bake it like I just told you to. You can grill it. Okay, you can grill. If you're a big grill master person, you can grill this chicken and have some mashed potatoes and some other vegetable with it. I think that would be a great meal. I also think this chicken would be very great just to cut up and put on a really good salad. Okay, it's going to have a lot of flavor is what I'm going to tell you. It's going to have a lot of good flavor. It's not going to be spicy or anything like that. It's just going to have a lot of really good flavor. Okay, so come back tomorrow. Guess what copycat type meal I'm trying to make from what national restaurant I'm trying to make with this chicken. Guess what it could be, okay? And then we'll see if anybody gets that right. I think some of you might get it right from some of my little hints, okay? So we'll find out. But come back tomorrow, me and Dad will bake this up and have a really good meal. I'm super excited for it. I'm already getting hungry for it, and that's tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, guys, we hope you all have a great day and a better tomorrow. And God bless everybody. And until tomorrow, like I said, just enjoy yourself, okay? Come back tomorrow. See what we're eating. See what we're reviewing. See if we like it or not. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.